We provide highly individualized and actionable health and nutrition guidance. I'd like to do two things for you if I can in 5 minutes. One, to demonstrate our core technology so you can see what we can do. And then if time allows, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about how we're monetizing this technology. Okay. Oops. Where was that? Oops. I didn't need to launch this to use my browser. Yeah. We're getting audio visualized for you. Okay, great, thanks. Okay, let me just go here. I'll be, we have to do So what we're going to do together, with your help and audience participation, we are going to create a fictional profile for one person, and you're going to give me some health conditions and concerns. We will create that profile, and then we'll start showing you how the system will give you some guidance. So, oh, I better log in again, so let me log in. Of course, I'm very slow. Okay, what a long foreplay. Okay, so give me some health concerns and conditions that are health issues on top of your mind. Audience, please.
High blood pressure.
High blood pressure, okay. So, we're going to put high blood pressure here. All right, give me some more, guys.
Asthma.
Asthma? Okay. Okay. Some more? Diabetes. Which one? Type 2?
Type 2.
I think that's the one. So, we have a character that has that profile, and I can add additional conditions. I think you got the picture. And for that person, our system would now provide a custom set of guidelines on how this person should eat. So these are the best foods for them. Wheat germ, almonds, wheat germ cereal, flaxseed, and so on. Now, of course, you may say, wait a minute, how did you come up with flaxseed being good for diabetes type 2? If I click on it, it will show you all the sources that support that particular item. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so behind every one of these check marks and double check marks, there is actually all kinds of reputable organizations coming up with some data to support them. And if I keep going down, you will see the kind of things that are terrible for you. Chocolate ice cream, sorry. But if somebody has that profile, they have high blood pressure, asthma, and diabetes type 2, that's one of the worst things they can consume. Okay? Now, another capability I'd like to show you is, let me see if I can go back, and I will save that profile for myself. Okay. Now I'd like to show you this other feature that's called, is this food good or bad for me? That's a question I always ask myself, you know, is asparagus good for me, for example? And nobody can ever answer that question for me. No website, no nutritionist, no doctor, because it cannot possibly take into account all the information. So, name a food, please.
Chocolate ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream. Well, we all know that that one's not good for us.
You need to more like
Pizza.
Pizza, okay. So I will come here and I click on fast or prepared foods. Then I will go to other prepared foods. And, what is that? Oh, I know why, because fast foods were there. Okay. So for that particular individual, let's find out if pizza is good or bad for them. And as you can see here, it says 1X, which says limit consumption of that food. So basically, for every food, we can come up with some indication of whether it's good or bad for you. The other feature is suggestive food. You're in a restaurant, you're grocery shopping, and you're wondering, what is the best fish for me? What's the best vegetable for me based on my unique profile? So you come here and you click on a category. Let me just click on fish and seafood. And within that food group, the system comes back and tells you what are the best fish for your particular unique health profile. The best one is marlin and swordfish, lake, and so on. Now, if one of my health conditions was, for example, that I have to avoid mercury, then obviously some of these may not show up because they're heavy mercury. So it's totally individualized. And with that, I will shut up before I get in trouble with the organizers. But go ahead and ask any questions you want.
What about things like drug interactions? So things like juice that interact with a lot of drugs. Are you looking at it in terms of what's being used to treat the conditions that you're looking at the evidence?
At this point in time, we don't capture information about the drugs you're taking.
With food?
We don't capture information about any kind of prescription drugs you're taking, period. However, we can very easily handle that because to us, somebody who's taking Lipitor is another health condition. And therefore, we can easily say for that health condition, avoid grapefruit. Next.
The mobile version of this?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, one of the things I wanted to show you, but the time didn't allow, was I wanted to show you the mobile apps we have. We have something like 16 mobile apps. And here's a list of apps. Each of them, that's how we're monetizing it, right? Each of these apps is focused on a specific health condition, 9 different types of cancers, high blood pressure, gout, high cholesterol, and so on. And within each app, we provide guidance for combination of that particular health condition, colon cancer, and other likely disorders and illnesses you may have combined with that. And then we provide all kinds of good information in sexy kind of diagrams. For example, this is how we respond to, is this good for me? This person has breast cancer, but also has depression, while this other person has breast cancer and also has vitamin D deficiency. For the same question of, is canola oil good for me, they would get slightly helpful here or slightly harmful there. In case of suggestions, they will see something like this. They get a list of foods within that food group, which is fats and oils, and they can be most helpful, they can be more helpful, they can be helpful, or they can be neutral. So we give them feedback within that food. Last question?
What type of quantitative analysis or metrics is used to determine whether it's good for you in your condition?
Excellent question. We have a set of algorithms that are patented and take into account all of the nutrients that you find within a given food and all the interactions between every one of those nutrients and various health conditions. And all of that data comes from the sources. And I showed you one screen where I showed you all the documents that support that. Each of those documents will provide just one piece of information that we used. But the algorithms that quantify the level of goodness or badness of a given food as it relates to a health condition is really what the crown jewel of the company is. And once you do that quantification, then you can do anything as I showed you here. Thank you so much for your time.
Come join New England's largest technology meetup, sponsor an event, present, or attend. Visit www.bostonnewtech.org.